set player. It's sort of a calypso sounding thing, and they've done a really nice job with it. It's difficult to play at that age. I wish I could have played like that when I was their age, but I didn't. So, how are we doing on the steel drum? Okay, all right. Party of 7. This is a time of night when we recognize seniors, and this Jazz Award is a nationally given Jazz Award throughout the United States, and we give to a senior who has made a substantial difference in our jazz band. You can see we have a lot of people that do a great job, but there are a couple seniors who are really outstanding, and the one I want to recognize tonight with the Jazz Award is somebody who makes Pet Band a whole different experience. Eric Mathias on the drum set. People come up to me all the time and say, that jazz band, Pet Band was just amazing, and there's far better than this other band, and that's from their director. Many times the referee will come over and say, nice band, coach, or he'll say, I like when he calls me coach, by the way. Or he'll say, other people will come over and compliment our Pet Band, because our job is to make it tough to win in Haven. That's our job. But we can have fun doing it. And we do a great job, I think, and I just want to salute the kids again. So, and these guys too. retired from our school, I believe it was 2009. Is that correct, Mr. Phillips? And he's such, I'm going to stand here and tell you how great he is because everybody knows that, but he's a fantastic music educator, and we want to honor him with the legacy that he's given us by giving away the I'll bet think in the 20s. He's really good. One. He's cheap. This particular award, we allow the students to vote on this, and the upperclassmen vote on the freshmen, and they vote the ones that have made an impact on the band. And I want to get the trophies for you. Excuse me.
Gina Schmutz.
We had a three-way tie, which is incredible. We've never had that before, but we have a three-way tie for this. Next.
Sharon Delahoy. Abby Utzi.
Thank you, Mr. Phillips. These three individuals there were so many great kids in this class, but you can see that all those students have made a great impact on the band, and just too long to tell you. The will come out in a book later, probably. So we're going to continue. This is Primal. Sorry. Okay. Prelude and Primal is sort of there's nothing I can tell you about it. Just hold on. parts of your program, but not necessarily the John Philip Sousa Award winner, which is the top award for points in our system, so or our band. But to start with, the most embarrassing one of all, Bree, come on up here. Not her embarrassing, I gotta tell you what happened. Some of you know that my daughter's name is Bree also, and she was a French horn player, and she's always comparing herself. Well, I know it's not as good as Bree, your Bree, but you always say, right? In fact, you know when she leaves, I'm gonna miss hearing those three little words, remember? Got any food? Every day. Got any food? So, but when I ordered your plaque, I put my daughter's name, B-R-I, instead. B-R-E. So I wanted to let you know that you were a recipient, and I don't have the plaque here because I just couldn't give it to you because I knew that you'd probably hit it. I want you to know that we want to honor you and all that you've done for the band. I'm being serious now. She was one of my drum majors, was in the horn ensemble here, the brass ensemble. Has done great things for us. And I just want to honor Bree for it tonight. And if you've been around a while, you know I usually don't have them engraved, so they have to give them back. You all know that, right? I got them engraved this year. Except for Breeze. I want to recognize a young lady who's been an outstanding part of our band. There's so many kids here that you could just say the same thing about them all. They're just outstanding kids. And this was my drumline captain. She's been in our steel drum band, played piano in the jazz band, has been a soloist in the jazz band. Would you please help us honor Alyssa Bergmeyer? And you can sit down now. She likes the limelight, but I mean, that's... I don't know what to say about this next young man. He's played everything in the band just because I needed somebody to do that. He's been one of my drum majors, he's been in my guitar class, he helped me teach my guitar class, been in the steel drum band, and just been a real, a real friend to me this past couple of years. I just love this kid so much. One. Okay, you're done for now. Okay, John Philip Sousa Award is a nationally awarded award that honors kids from all over America. Do this on their night every year. I was a John Philip Sousa Award winner, and there's probably a couple in the audience tonight. While I'm thinking about it, I just want to thank Colin, my son, for being here to film us tonight, because some people needed that. In the band world, he's known as the Falcon, because the younger kids will say, is the Falcon going to be here tonight? The Falcon is the one who's filming, so I can watch him later and catch him doing something wrong or chewing gum or something. But it's either the Falcon or my daughter, the Dove. And I'm not sure what Jamie is. She's more of an eagle or something. She's never here. So tonight's winner of the John Philip Sousa Award is an outstanding musician. He's in the steel drum band. He was in the Trash Cats. You can read all the things that they've done. This year he was in the horn ensemble over here. Took a solo to the state and missed a one by 1 point. And I was heartbroken. He does such a great job, and he's such a nice young man. Please welcome Brendan Osling. Time for us to recognize and award seniors. I just want to recognize and honor them for all the things they've done. And this particular group of seniors is just an outstanding group of kids, as they are every year. There's so many positive leaders in here and have been a great help to me in the band in the last couple of years especially, as you know. And I'll just get started. Kylie Addis.
Kylie is obviously our piccolo player, and this year, on purpose, I think, sprained her knee, I think. Because she didn't like the marching show, so she said, okay, I'm just going to go out and mess my knee up, so. And so this is what I'll remember about you the most. I remember that when you came back, I said, listen, I need somebody to play suspended cymbal with John, because if it's a big band, I need more sound. Can you do it? And she's like, okay, the suspended cymbal, okay. And this particular part of the show, I'm a percussionist, louder is better for me. And you did such a great job of lifting the band to, by the way, a 1+ at Marching Festival, a big part of that. And I just want to say thank you for all that you do and the smile you bring to our class. And I would just really miss you. When I think of Betty, I will think of this. I will think of how you don't like to play first clarinet. You would rather be in a support role because you don't like to be in the limelight. She's very humble. But what she does do is lead the part that she does play. And when we're doing jazz ensemble, I can say to these kids, and Betty in particular, here's what I need you to do while you're doing sectionals. I need for you to do this. And I know when they come back, if it's not right, it's not because they didn't try. They tried, you know. And I remember the leadership you brought to this band, and obviously all the support for me personally, and marching band, being a squad leader for me. It doesn't seem like a big thing, but it really is. And I'll just miss you so much. I look for great things from you. What's the Bergmeyer? I don't know where to start with Alyssa. She's done so much. She knows that I'm in love with her dog, Roxy. But where do I start? You know, she's been a private student of mine. She's been a soloist on the marimba, has gone to state, has been in every ensemble I can think of, has been a key player in the steel drum band, and has been my section leader for the drum captain for, I don't know, since I can remember, a couple years. And when things get going tough, I can say to her, here's what we need you to do. What does it look like for us to go from here to here? Well, it looks like you getting the drummers to do this. And, you know, we don't have a drum instructor. I am the drum instructor. I'm also the head cheerleader, you know. We have one person. It's a one-man show, so there's a lot of leadership that has to happen. And I can turn to her and say, listen, get this done. Take those drummers over there. Hit them if you have to. I don't care. Use a stick. She does. Okay. I didn't see anything. So, bring Roxy. I don't care. Whatever. I'm going to miss you so much because you've done so much for me personally, and you're such a wonderful person. Our drums play hard stuff. I wish I could have played that when I was in high school. Our drum did nothing. We played whole notes the whole time. These guys play backsticking, and I wish I'd have. In fact, I'm going to join the band next year, I think. When I think of Sierra, I'll think of you at Encore, singing with your guitar. What a beautiful job she does with her voice. She's just an amazing musician and a great encourager to me personally. And I will just miss you. And I look for great things from you in the future. Sierra. Mason Fredericks. I've been waiting all night to tell this story, so just bear with me. Your freshman sophomore year, you may or may not remember this. I was having one of those days where I just wish things were going better, you know, and it was marching band. And marching band is a very intense rehearsal. Things just weren't going well. I think I may have yelled at somebody, and it was one of those days. And Mason came right up to me and says, Mr. Shores. I'm like, what? Is there anything I can do to make this better? And I said, I don't remember who was standing in front of you, but it was one of the bass drummers. I said, let's say it was Jill. I said, would you just, when Jill gets out of step, could you just pop her on the back of the head with your stick? He goes, not even miss a beat. He turned around and said, okay. He comes back later after rehearsal and says, maybe it'd be a better idea if the section leader did that, because I'm not the section leader. He'd really thought that out for the rest of the rehearsal. I'll get the section leader. He's been a steadfast musician for us for Pet Band. You're always there to help us load and play, and been a part of the steel drum band. Finally got in that, and what talent he has. I'll just miss you every day at lunchtime, coming in and saying, Miss Shores, we'll see you later. I will see you later. But you're joining the Coast Guard, correct? Yes. He will make a great soldier because he does exactly what he's told, and he thinks ahead a little bit. And I just miss that about you. I miss just seeing you every day. Brianna Jones. I don't have any food up here, but I could get you a snack if you're hungry. They say that big things come in small packages. This is when they said that, they were looking at her. Because you may not know this, she kickboxes, she runs track and cross country, and is just an amazing athlete, as well as a musician. And I think the school's going to miss you. The school's going to miss that alone, just your skills. But the band is going to miss you leading them. She was one of our drum majors, a great encourager, part of the Stuco. Is there anything you don't do? You don't eat well at home, apparently. There's nothing she can't do, and I look for great things from you, and I see a great future for you. And I want you to come back and tell us all the great things you've done. Brianna Jones. Juan Juarez, and yes, Juan, you can come up now. Juan is uncomfortable in front of people, you can tell. Juan is a very mature person. He does a lot of... I don't know if there's any way to replace you, but we're going to do our best. But one thing I can tell you is he's an encourager not only to me, but to the rest of the band. And that is something that a lot of people don't have. Encouraging the band makes the whole group better. And believe me, it makes my job a lot easier. Because if I compliment them, and that's one thing, but when somebody standing beside me and says, hey, that was a lot better today, that's a huge gift. And just the attitude you bring to the band, and to me personally, we've had so many discussions over the last years, I can't even talk about it. I can't talk about it. So I'm just going to miss you personally as a friend and a fellow Christian man. I miss you. Eric Matthias. I don't think I have to tell you anything about his skill. Everybody knows that. And the funny part is that when he approaches me, when I'm showing him something on the drum set, he always, how do you get me the sticks? Show them how you get me the sticks. Yeah. As if. Now, he always tells me, well, you're a really good jazz player, and that's your gift. He's an incredible rock and roll drummer, and is learning to be, and the soca beats and all that stuff. I didn't know any of that stuff when I was in high school. I'd be lucky to play half that good. So I will miss that for sure. But your attitude of putting me on a pedestal where I'm thinking, this guy's really good, shows you the heart that he has to be humble enough to say, well, you're still my teacher. You're still my teacher, and I can learn from you. And that is rare, because when you get somebody that plays at that caliber, that doesn't always happen. Sometimes they're done learning. They don't want to hear from the teacher. And he's always wanting to learn more. That's why he's where he is. And that's just an incredible gift, in my opinion. And I'll just miss seeing you around here, and I hope you'll come back and play a couple times. But one thing I wanted to tell you was that you've already met Jaron Delaway. I remember when you were a freshman, and you were looking up to, I believe it was Damon, was the time, and you were thinking, I'll never be like that. And then you surpassed him, and now Jaron, I believe, is going to surpass you someday, I hope, because that would be a huge compliment to you, right? If he surpassed you, because he thinks, am I out of line here, Jaron? You think that he's quite the drummer, right? Yes. But I can tell you, I watch Jaron and I go, this guy is helping him. Again, teaching others and helping others. That's just something you don't get a lot of times. So that's the part I'm going to miss probably the most, but I'll miss just having you around. met anybody who was so talented and so humble at the same time. He's got incredible gifts, as a lot of these people do, but to have the heart of, well, I'm not that great. You are that great. I know, because I've taught for a long time, and I don't think I've taught a lot of people like you. I can probably count on one finger how many people I've taught that have these incredible gifts. In fact, he started the steel drum this year. He's already playing stuff that I'm not sure I can play. I've been playing 30 years. So, but more than that, it's the heart of, I'll do anything you need me to do. I will play anything you need me to play. What do you need done? A lot of these guys who I'm talking about today were helping me set up today during the class. So they came down and said, hey, we need to help you set up. I mean, what more can you say? But I will look for great things from you, and I can't wait to see what you learn and bring back in your life. I can't wait to see what you become, because it's going to be great. I miss you a lot. Jacob Shadone. We've got so many people that have been in so many ensembles, like the sax ensemble and the jazz band, for 4 years and done really well. But the thing I will remember most about Jacob has got to be when you start Crazy Train. Could you do it for us just one more time? No. The guy, Michael Mendez, I think his name, from HutchSports.com, making a comment about that. And he comments about our band a lot, our pet band, but he commented on that specifically. And just the fun that you bring to our band, the heart that you bring, the heart of service, and just being fun to be around. We share a lot of the same jokes, believe it or not. A lot of the same humor. I call it humor anyway. And I think that you're going to wind up in Emporia next year. Fort Hays, K-State. Fletching House Correctional Facility. Okay, ACC, well, I know that your dad went to ESU. Anyway, I'll look for great things from you. We will all miss you so much. Branson Smashman. I don't know what to say about Branson, except that he doesn't say a lot. He just does his job, and he does it very well. This semester, this is what I remember about you. Every time I think about you, I'll think, I can't believe that you got into the steel drum group, which you know obviously plays very well. They were playing at the KMEA convention, which is by invite only. And he gets in a semester, and within probably a month, we're playing at this thing we've been working on for a year. And I keep looking down at him and going, he's really getting that. Because we're playing that hard stuff, and he's playing along with us. I'm thinking, I kept telling him, just do the best you can, get the notes you can get, and fake a lot. It wasn't faking, he was on it. And that's quite a gift. I mean, he's very talented, he's very sharp, and everybody knows how intelligent he is. But most of all, I'll remember the heart of service that you have, and the incredible job you've done with the band for 4 years. And, I can't wait to see what happens with you. You're one of many. I'll miss you. Rachel Lichtenberger. Rachel. Oh, sorry. That's a name from the past. Rachel. I've been waiting for this story too, and I know you have too. I will never forget this incident that happened in the concession stand. In the concession stand, you never know what's going to happen. There's food, there's cheese. What more do you need? So we're just standing around, and for some reason we were talking about squirrels or CPR or something, and she said, well, I gave CPR to a squirrel. I'm like, when she's deadpan. See, she doesn't do deadpan very well. She's deadpan serious, and I know that Lisa, her mother, is a nurse. So I thought, well, okay. She said, well, yeah, I ran over him or something. I don't remember what exactly he said. I'm going to get that wrong. But she said, yeah, I did the little... Not that. I'm going, I'm trying not to laugh. I'm thinking, this surely isn't true. I'm going, She said, yeah, and I started to get little pulse, and I gave a little... And I'm just buying the whole thing, And then she just burst out laughing. For, I don't know, it seemed like an hour. It was about 20 minutes. We laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed. So now, every time I think of Rachel Reinhardt, I won't think of the clarinet. I'll only think of the squirrel. And that's such a shame because you're such an incredible player and you're such an incredible gift to the band. She has so many talents, but that's not going to come to the forefront. And then somebody mentioned a little 9-volt battery with paper clips and, it's gotten a little bit weird. But we have had such a great time with the Steel Drum Band together, and just Concession Stand is kind of the thing that we've done most together. Is that correct? And it just won't be the same. And I'm just going to miss you. I'm going to miss all of that, and I can't wait to see what happens with you and your squirrel career. Probably drive you nuts. Squirrel peaching. That's nice. Okay, Aunt. Okay. Pete Unruh. Always had a smile on my face, and that's probably one of the things I'll remember most. But this year was a little different because I needed somebody. I said, Bree Jones is an excellent French horn player, excellent, but she's just one, and I needed another French horn player. And I said, Kate, we need you to run French horn, which isn't easy. If you were to play the trumpet, it's a little bit the same, but I needed you to step up, and I'm telling you, Kate really did a great job helping the French horn section, and that's why when we go places, we have a nice rounded sound, we have all the voices, and she's a delight to be with. We sometimes serve on worshiping together at Journey, and just have a great time, and I'll miss you. You're just a wonderful person, a delight, and I'll miss you. You're welcome. I don't see too many people that have such a kind nature, and she does. She's one of the kindest souls I've ever met. You put her in a sporting event, things get a little rough. That's not always a Christian thing. She's very aggressive and a tremendous athlete as well. But again, I don't think she really wanted to be the first turn up there because she would rather be in a support role. Is that right? And I will most remember you for your spirit and the personal encouragement that you've given me throughout this whole thing. I don't know how to replace that, and I'm sad to see you go. I wish you stay there forever because you're just a blessing. There's nobody in the school that doesn't love Michaela. You're just a blessing to us and to me personally. I'm just so good to miss you. Michael Weedy. Some nice things to say about her, but earlier something happened. I read what you wrote on that sheet. She said, "Did you see? I hope you don't mind playing half notes." Next person, did you see that? The true nature of Becca arises. Suddenly you go. It's true that bari sax players don't often have a melody, and they don't often get to shine much. But that in itself encapsulates your spirit. You don't mind doing what needs to be done, and it's not always flashy. But her spirit. Again, I just keep repeating myself. These kids will do whatever it takes, and the heart and service to the band, to me personally, it's unparalleled. And I'll just miss that about you. And I'll miss your bari player. I'm sorry. You're a very good bari player. We don't see many like that. And I'll miss that. I'll miss you personally. I'll look for great things from you. Randy, I remember Brandon when he was this tall. And Brandon has done a lot of things. He doesn't play in the steel drum band this year, but he has in the last three years. And and he's done a great job with that. And I will remember you most for your trombone playing, which you pretty much started, in the high school. And I thought, okay, you've got a long road to go, because the high school plays pretty well, and he started his freshman year, basically, a little bit before that. You become a great trombone player, and what a great section you're in. But it's fantastic that you're part of that. I just miss having you here, and I just want to thank you for all the things you've done for the steel drum band. He's one of these kids, again, they're always here, they're doing whatever it takes. It takes a huge load off of me, and that's what I like best. So I just want to thank you. I miss you. See you around. All the old dancers are coming up again.
I guess I was elected to talk as of like 2 seconds ago. Mr. Shores, we just as a senior class, we have things for you, but really just to honor. The last 4 years have been just an amazing experience for all of us, just having him as more of a father than a band director. Just allowing us to become part of our family, being transparent with us, being real with us, and just allowing us to come alongside him through everything that you've gone through in the last couple of years. We just thank you for just being an amazing man, and for just showing us how to be adults. Just showing us what it's like to be an adult and how to just be a good leader. It's more than the musical notes you've ever taught us. It's more than the techniques you could ever show us. You've taught us how to be adults. We thank you for that, because especially in today's age, not all teachers do that. And you just stand above everyone else. And just thank you.
I don't know what to say. This group of young adults, have just, like you said, they've come alongside me and been my support for, these last couple of years have been tough. It's people like this, and people like these people here, and people who are in this band right here. A couple weeks ago when I was offered the job at Wellington, I just said, I can't go. These guys, and I don't want to exclude people over there, but these particular people who aren't coming back, teachers are supposed to be the ones who are encouraging and leading them and helping kids. That's what we do. So when Linda passed away and they came alongside me and encouraged me and became the family that I always said they were, and they became that family for real, it was very humbling. But I'm going to tell you, it just couldn't have happened
couldn't have happened without these guys. And I don't know where I'd be today, but I'm glad to be standing here. I'm glad to be standing here with them because they have just come alongside me and loved me. And that's a weird feeling for a teacher because it's our job to do that to kids. But when they do it back and just say, hey, what do you need us to do? And they pray for you and they become your support system, it's just a phenomenal thing. And I'm just blessed to be here with them, you guys. Just thank you very much.